Welcome to the Sovereign Frequency, where soul-led leaders come to embody soul truth, sovereignty, and creator power in service of a new unified world. Welcome back to the Sovereign Frequency. So, in today's episode, I wanted to talk about what I mean when I say a new unified world, because everyone out there is talking about a new earth, and I was like, when I first heard this concept, I was like, okay, a new earth, cool, I get it. You know, Dolores Cannon, she spoke about this, I get it. But actually, what does it really mean to me? So in this episode, I want to just share with you what I truly see this vision of a new unified world is, and also the role that we're all here to play in co-creating this. Because if you resonate with me, you are here for this mission too. It's not just me, we're doing this together. So I just want to talk through this today because I think it's such an important piece of this mission to really truly understand what we are co-creating, not just as a concept or a vision, but truly rooted in this physical world. Like, what does this world look like that we're going to co-create together? Because here's the thing, a new unified world is rooted in your soul sovereignty. It is rooted in you knowing who you truly are on a soul level and having full and utter governance over every aspect of your life. And if you want to dive deeper into what soul sovereignty truly means, then refer back to episode 1. But, you know, we're going to take this a step further in this episode today because you didn't come here to play small. You came here to remember who you are and to lead from that power that you are creator consciousness in human form in this physical plane. And you are here to embody a field of sovereign leadership. So this work is for soul-led leaders and visionaries who are co-creating a world rooted in the energies of their soul, in the energies of unconditional love, of unity, of peace, of freedom, of abundance, of joy, of sovereignty, of true creator power. And that is how we're going to co-create a new unified world, is being embodied, clear, clean, pure, potent channels of soul truth and sovereignty, embodied in physical form, and then anchoring and activating and utilizing our creator power as creator consciousness to co-create this new unified world. Because from the moment we were born, we were conditioned into separation, separated from our truth, our power, each other, and that's just created this current world, which, as you can see, is an absolute shit show. So it's fear, it's shame, it's guilt, it's scarcity, it's survival. And the truth is, at the core of all of this, you are a sovereign soul. You are never broken, you are never too much, and you are never not enough. But we were taught to forget that. And now in this lifetime, we're here recalibrating to our soul truth. And we're not just doing this individually, we're doing this collectively. We've been training for this for lifetimes. So now is the time that we get to truly embody these frequencies, and as within, so without. So this is how we're going to come together and co-create this new unified world that I'm talking about. So what is the work of soul sovereignty? It's about dissolving separation within, and it's about uniting our soul and our human, and not bypassing either of them, and to anchor that soul truth into our physical bodies, because the external world is just a mirror. What's divided outside of us is a reflection of what's divided within us. And as you integrate your soul truth and it stabilizes, your sovereign frequency becomes the stable frequency from which you express who you truly are, that soul version of you through your being. And that becomes your lived experience. You literally radiate your sovereign frequency, your soul sovereignty, and that is what becomes embodied leadership and where your creator power actually lives. So this whole process of evolution, it's about recalibrating, like peeling back those layers of who you're not to reveal who you truly are, and to just fully embody that without the external layers on the outside, so you can lead from that truth. And when you start to do that, and when enough of us start to do that, that's when we start creating this powerful impact in the world. So every time you dissolve a pattern on the inside that's limiting you, every time you reclaim a part of yourself, You liberate your energy. You choose love over fear. You're integrating your soul truth. You're dissolving the distortion. You're dissolving the delay, the distractions. Our energy is being pulled in so many different directions, unintentionally by some and intentionally by others. So we are here to dissolve all of that, let go of all of that distraction, and come back to our center, come back to our internal power and our internal wholeness, expanded into our soul sovereignty to create our soul's desires from that place of purity and of potency and of power. And when we do that, we naturally lead differently. We show up differently. We become the embodiment of a new paradigm. And now I'm getting on to, what does this new world, this new unified world look like? Because when you integrate all of those different aspects of you within, those shadow aspects, parts of you that you felt shame about, guilt about, you've separated internally because we live in a world that has mirrored that to us. We've believed that that's who we are, but actually we get to flip the script. We get to say, no, this is who I am, and this is what the world looks like as a byproduct of who I am, not the other way around. So what does this new unified world look like? It isn't a dream. This new earth that we're co-creating together is what we came here to do in this lifetime. We've been training for it for lifetimes, and we're at this threshold moment where the energy is on our side. I spoke in previous episodes about how energy is always going through cycles. There's no right or wrong with what we're going through at the moment. Yes, to the human version of us, it looks like an absolute horror show out there. But actually, this is just energy cycling through, and we're at the end of a period of a lot of dark energy. And there is no judgment over that. It's just that the universe goes through periods of expansion and light and contraction and darkness. And thankfully, we're all here ready to go at the end of this period of contraction and a lot of darkness. And that darkness is really coming to the surface for us to see it. But also it means that there is fresh energy available for this new earth that we're going to co-create together. And this unification of all of those aspects of ourselves, because this world doesn't begin out there. It all starts within. And I know you know this already. You wouldn't be listening to this if you didn't know this already. So it is about reclaiming our power, our energy, our frequency, our attention, and to truly know that on every level, we are creator consciousness in human form. The very energy and power that created this world, it's us. If we can do it once, we can do it again. And we're doing it in every single moment. We're creating our reality in every single moment anyway. So let's choose what we're going to co-create. So I just want you to kind of maybe close your eyes and just feel into this as I paint this vision. So just taking a deep breath now. I want you to imagine a world where people are seen in their soul truth, where difference is celebrated, not feared, where love and unity, they are the default, where divine feminine and divine masculine, they're in harmony, where authenticity leads over performance, when creation comes from love, not control, where power is rooted in purpose, where all perspectives are welcome, where all gifts are honoured, where resonance replaces right and wrong, where we're able to discern without guilt or shame, and when we remember that we are all one. This isn't a fantasy. This is a frequency that we are activating, and that this is divine time. It is pivotal in this moment in collective consciousness, that where we truly anchor these frequencies, we anchor the frequencies of unity and of fully knowing on every level that when someone has a different opinion to you, they have a different perspective to you, they have a different belief to you, That is okay. There is no right or wrong. There is just unique perspectives. And we're all here to share our own unique perspective. We've all lived unique lives. Of course, we're going to believe different things. Of course, we're going to see the world in a different way. But this new unified world is becoming curious and going, wow, I love that you see that in that way. Tell me more about your world. Because I haven't lived that world. I want to understand what it is to walk in your shoes, to see the world in that way. Rather than our ego saying, well, hang on a minute, the world isn't that way because I see it differently. It's like, no, we're here to hold space for both perspectives. We're here to hold space for 8 billion perspectives, because unity means understanding that the other person is you. And it's not saying your experience is wrong because mine is the one that's right. I'm the only one that's here. It's like, no, you're right, I'm right. It might make no logical sense to our human mind. They might be completely contradictory, but it doesn't matter because from a perspective, they're both right. So it's about becoming curious, and from that place, we can begin to co-create, because the world is full of paradoxes all the time. So when we say, hang on a minute, you can't be right because that would contradict what I'm saying, the universe is absolutely full of things that make no sense. So why can't we all just accept that we're all right, even if it makes no logical sense? Because we are. And that's the thing, it's the two sides of the coin. It's in duality, it's right or wrong, it's black or white, it has to be this or that. But in unity, it's both and. Just because yours sounds like it contradicts mine, it doesn't. Both exist. There's multiple versions, there's multiple experiences, there's multiple dimensions that we're exploring all the time. So of course, things are going to contradict each other. But how incredible that we can start to share our experiences with each other and start to expand our own minds beyond what we know ourselves. So how incredible when we get to move into a world where actually you're not just living your own experience, you're also living someone else's, because they've opened up their world to you, they've shared their perspective, and you haven't just shut it down. You've said, wow, I get to see the world from your point of view as well. How incredible is that? And actually, hang on a minute, the two of us together, bringing our perspectives, wow, actually there's a third option that's becoming available when we merge these energies without shutting each other down. We could co-create something new right now, because actually seeing these two perspectives together, one on one, we're going to create three. We're going to come up with a brand new way of seeing this that no one's ever thought of before. And that is how we're going to co-create this world together. So I'm not sitting here saying I know exactly how this new unified world looks. If you've noticed, I haven't said it looks like a certain type of building, or it's in the forest, or it's here, or it's that, or it's the other. I have no idea what this place looks like. But I'm relying on you to bring your vision to the table, as I have mine, for us to start to co-create this together and to flesh it out. Because that's how we are going to co-create this new world in a way that serves all of us. It is a co-creation. And this is the joy of going on this journey to explore what it is that we're going to co-create together. Because I have no idea. I'm so excited. I literally have no idea what this place is going to look like. And there's lots of different, AI versions online. And some of them light me up. And some of them I'm like, oh, I'm not really sure that's my vibe. But that's the point. We're co-creating it together. And ultimately, we all live on our own reality anyway. So we're always only going to see the bits that we want to see anyway. But it's about truly uniting our energy from a place of pure sovereign frequency, having done the inner work to clear away everything that is distortion, distraction, illusion, delay, all of the conditioning, all of the separation, the fear, the shame, the guilt, and being the purest channels of creator consciousness through us, so that we can co-create a new unified world built on those frequencies of soul, of unconditional love, unity, peace, freedom, abundance, and joy for all. And, it doesn't happen on its own. It happens through our choices in every moment, through our embodiment of these frequencies, and through our leadership. And every time you choose to show up and to speak from your soul truth and to wield your creator power, you're shifting the field. And you're showing others that they can do the same too. Because you're not here to dilute your soul truth. And you're not here to wait. So it is divine time to fully embody who you know you already are and to ripple out that power into the field so that we can start activating together this vision of a new unified world. So just as we're wrapping this up, I just want to invite you to reflect upon a couple of questions. So the first one is, what part of you is still waiting to feel safe before you fully lead? And the second one is, where are you still trying to change your reality rather than being the frequency that reorganizes it? So if this episode has lit you up and you're like, yes, I want to fully commit to co-creating New Earth, this new unified world. I want to start anchoring the grid. I want to clear out anything on the inside that is out of alignment with who I truly am, my soul truth, and to fully anchor in where we're going, this vision of a new unified world, then I would absolutely love to invite you to my New Earth activation on Thursday, the 16th of April. So this is intentionally happening on the Aries new moon, which is on the Friday, but will already be in the energy of it, with the 7-planet alignment. So this is insane energy for co-creating a new unified world. You can't make this stuff up. And when I was like, okay, I know I need to start doing these activations, when am I starting? It was obvious. So these new frequencies are literally coming online for us to start anchoring, architecting, co-creating the grids of this new unified world, because I can't do this alone. I do it every morning on my own, but the power of us doing it together, it just amplifies it beyond measure. So I'm so excited to be holding this space and to meet this moment fully. So it is going to be powerful. We're going to be stabilizing your sovereign frequency, and we're going to be clearing out anything that's out of alignment with that, stabilizing your sovereign frequency, and consciously co-creating a new unified world, anchoring the grids, doing it together in this shared field. So if you're into grid work already, or you've never done it before and you want to try it with me, I have my own unique way of doing this, but it's going to be so powerful. And the more of us that can come together and to do this work and to truly anchor, amplify, radiate power into the field, these frequencies of a new unified world, of unconditional love, of unity, of peace, of freedom, of abundance, of sovereignty, of joy, the faster we're going to see this co-created on the outside. So if you felt something while you were listening and you were like, I am so here for this, but what do I do? Where do I go? What's next? Then this is available for you now. It's happening in about 2 weeks from when this podcast will drop. So the link will be in the show notes. Come and join. It's at a super accessible price because I want as many people to be in this as possible. So I'm so excited. I'm so honored if you would join me. And in the meantime, if you want to stay connected with any upcoming transmissions or other live events, then just join the Sovereign Frequency Soul Letter. So that's my free newsletter. The link is also in the show notes. And of course, please do subscribe to the podcast wherever you're listening to this. And also share it with anyone who you feel that this would resonate with. Someone who you also know is here to co-create New Earth, New Unified World, Soul Tribe. All right, my love. For now, take what resonates, leave the rest. And I would absolutely love to see you in that activation. Sending so much love, and together we evolve and rise. You've been listening to The Sovereign Frequency. Sovereignty within, unity without.